Hello, strangers. 4 sets of B&B owners go head-to-head. As they check into each other's places.
Awake.
That's not really what I think it is.
I'm not going to put my hand in and check.
And get to grips with one another.
We really didn't get the...
I think that's obvious. You didn't get it.
Laughing in a sarcastic way, that is a bit insulting, really.
Today, the B&Bers rocked the boat.
Dolphins 1, llamas 0.
And there's disbelief at the dinner table.
How much research did you do?
No, we didn't do any research.
I think they have been a little naive.
As they battle.
Yeah, I think it's getting a bit personal now.
To be named best value for money.
It genuinely wasn't revenge.
The third B&B this week is the Kallacliff Hotel in Newquay, Cornwall, where owners Liz Hall and Colin Eady think they've got beginner's luck.
It's our first season and it's been absolutely fantastic. I think we're the most luckiest people in the world.
Guests sharing their dream can stay in one of their 8 rooms at up to £100 per night. With only 5 months' experience, these newbies are learning on the job.
We've hit the ground running and we've not stopped yet. I definitely think it's work in progress and I think it will be completely different in 5 years' time when we've put our stamp on it.
While the rookies await their fate, the first guests are scratching their heads about what's in store.
They've not really given anything away, which I find quite amazing. But it's killed them both to keep their mouths shut for so long.
Yeah.
Feeling woolly are llama-loving Mary and Graham Walker of Llama's Pyjamas in Cumbria. On the first visit...
Hello. Welcome to the Avenue Hotel. My name's Janet.
Oh, I'm Mary.
They offered their hosts, Janet and Margaret, a few pearls of wisdom in their feedback.
Consider being able to offer solutions, not excuses. What's that about?
And on the return visit, their own business advice came back to haunt them.
Would prefer solutions. Solutions, not excuses.
Oh, no, this is getting pathetic.
So today, Mary is feeling a little down in the dumps.
I just thought it was really childish and petty to actually sort of come back with the same sort of wording. I'm a real believer in people being straight and fair, and naively thought that everybody in the competition was probably going to be the same. Very plain and ordinary, but I'm sure there'll be a wow factor inside.
Hello!
Nice to see you
Good to see you again. Yeah.
Come on in.
OK, Graham, Mary, here we go. This is your room.
Oh, lovely.
The room is £90 for the night, obviously with a full English breakfast. See you later.
Thank you. Oh, this is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the llama.
While Mary feels warm and fluffy, the next guests have lost their bearings.
I'm really shocked. I always thought Newquay was, like, really modern, but it reminds me very much of Blackpool.
These two ladies are friends Margaret Lofthouse and Janet Sutton of the Avenue at Brock Hall in Blackburn. On the last visit to Mary and Graham's...
Well, hello.
Hello. Nice to see you.
The location drove them to road rage.
But when I woke up at 6:30, I couldn't get back to sleep because of the traffic noise.
So they gave their hosts the red light.
Would you stay here again? No.
And today, Janet and Margaret are bracing themselves for the fallout.
We hope that Mary doesn't think that our comments were tit for tat, really. You know, it is a competition. It's not the person, it's the competition.
Hello! Welcome to the Kallacliff. Welcome to the Kallacliff. Come on, check us out.
Thank you.
OK, ladies, here we go.
Oh, very nice.
The price of the room is £100 for night, obviously with a full English breakfast in the morning. Enjoy the stay.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, my word, look at this view.
This is a view from every window.
Whilst Janet and Margaret soak up the sea air, the next guests are hoping to feel at home.
I love the English seaside, you can't beat it, especially if you get nice weather. It's just fabulous, yeah.
Well, I've got to say so, because I live on it.
Kathy Lawrence owns 142 Imbued, Cornwall, and she's joined by her friend Gabby Mottershead. On the previous visits...
Hello, I'm Kathy.
Hello, Kathy. Hi, I'm Gabby. And I'm
Hi, Gabby.
Kathy enjoyed being a woman of mystery.
I'm, shall we say, happily divorced and single. The rest of my story you will have to wait and see.
Exciting.
But she thinks she's not the only one keeping secrets.
Liz and Colin are playing their cards tight to their chest, and anything could happen today.
Look at the view.
But look at that view. Wonder what it's going to be like inside. Hello, strangers.
Come on in.
Thank you.
OK, well, this is your room. Here we go.
Very nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Now we charge £100 for the room with a full English breakfast.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you.
OK,
Bye.
have a good look round.
Bye. Thank you.
Sherry. How nice.
With Liz and Colin out of the way, the B&Bers can check out their rooms.
Fancy?
Oh, yes, that's nice and soft, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it smell like?
Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't like the smell of it.
I'm glad that didn't take my wig off.
Perfectly functional and cleanish. Well, clean. Yeah, clean.
Shall we?
Yeah. Brave it. Nothing there.
Nothing there.
That's quite good, really, to have the orders for breakfast the night before. And,
It is, isn't it?
Well, the curtains are very thin, but they've got blackout blinds. So,
And they've got proper vents.
This is a nice view. You can see the beach down there. That's nice, isn't it?
that doesn't work. No?
Considering how clean the room is, the outside isn't very clean at all, is it?
So with room inspections over, Janet and Margaret have called for maintenance.
Right, let's see if we can shed some light on this problem. So it's just not working.
Need as much light as possible now at this age.
OK for you?
Yeah, brilliant.
Kathy and Gabby are enjoying a tipple,
Cheers.
and Mary and Graham are having a wobble outside.
Balcony leaves a lot to be desired, yeah, definitely.
The Kallacliff Hotel is next to Cornwall's famous golden beaches. But today, Liz and Colin have planned something a little wet and wilder.
Welcome to Newquay Harbour. So today, because the weather's absolutely gorgeous, we thought we would take you on a sea safari.
The first one to see a lion or a tiger gets the Cornish pasty.
Come on, everybody, let's go.
I'm really worried. What if I'm puking up?
You won't. Probably shouldn't have had that mackerel for lunch.
So as the B&Bers set sail in search of local sea life,
Here we are, to our right. Look, guys.
it's not long before they're riding on a crest of a wave.
2, 4, 1 there. How many of them? There's baby, look, there's baby.
Oh, hello, baby.
To see so many dolphins
Yeah.
so quickly was absolutely,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Oh, they're there, look.
Oh, wow.
Liz and Colin have obviously pulled out the stops to try and do something a little bit different.
And pulling out another stop, Colin's gone overboard with the refreshments.
I don't pop my cork for everybody, you know. Here's a toast to dolphins and llamas.
Cheers!
But it isn't plain sailing for everyone.
Everybody was frightened of eating or drinking anything properly because they didn't want to be sick.
Champagne and cream tea, yeah? No?
Go on, I'll have one.
Mary, it's gone.
No thanks. They'd realised just how choppy it was going to be. They might have just stuck to the champagne.
How are you feeling, Jan? Are you all right?
I'm not too bad.
Bit queasy. You've got your bucket behind you, look. Have a
Scones, jam, cream, champagne really don't go with.
Dolphins.
And for Janet and Margaret, the last visit is also playing on their minds.
They know that whatever we said, you can't hold it against anybody. We've just got to enjoy what we're doing because Everybody's giving some negative feedback.
I wouldn't treat Janet and Margaret any different than any of the others. Certainly wouldn't be funny with them or anything. No reason to be, really. It's just difference of opinion, really.
So with stormy waters left at sea, it's a quick cruise back to dry land.
The fact that I saw dolphins, that was so exciting.
That was a really magical experience.
Thanks, Dol.
All right, yeah, pleasure. Really appreciate that. Thank you. They've been brilliant, as we expected. I think they are a lovely couple.
But there's one issue that hasn't been put to bed.
We talk about the llamas being the dolphins of the animal world.
I don't think the llamas make you feel sick as a byproduct.
No, definitely not.
Seeing them.
You can't kiss a dolphin.
Dolphins 1, llamas 0.
It's the third visit in the competition to be named Best Value B&B of the Week. And at the Kallacliff B&B in Newquay, whilst the guests get ready for dinner, there's troubled waters in Janet and Margaret's room.
I was trying to wash my hair and it was cold, so I turned it right up and then it started to burn, so I managed to turn it back down again. Then it was cold, so I turned it back up again. And I wasn't in there that long.
And Mary's blowing a fuse about her electrics.
The pap test went out of date nearly 5 months ago. Wonder if there's anywhere else, because this is plugged in, so this should have a... Yeah, so it looks like everything in the hotel is about 5 months out of date with its pap testing.
With the group recharged, today's hosts, Liz and Colin, lead their guests to their favourite seafront restaurant.
Let's thank the dolphins for giving us such a great day. Cheers.
With everyone settled, Kathy wants to know how Liz and Colin set up their love nest.
Well, tell us something about your venture.
I rang up Colin one day and said, how do you fancy a B&B in Cornwall? And he went...
I thought about it for about a second, I think, and we said yeah, that was it.
I think they act with their heart and their intuition. They came down, they saw the hotel, they loved it and wanted to run with it, and fair play to them.
The moment we walked through the door, we just knew it's like that magic moment. It's like we'd come home, really, yeah.
But for Mary, it takes more than just magic to become a qualified B&B'er.
So how much research did you do before you took on this great venture?
No, we didn't do any research whatsoever.
Absolutely no research whatsoever.
We showed up on the day to open up and the next
So you didn't
morning...
like read any how-to bed and breakfast guides?
No.
There are guides out there.
Yeah, actually somebody did buy me one, but I've not looked at it yet, but I will do one day.
I think they have been a little naive. There's an awful lot of rules and regulations that will have to be adhered to.
It's all credit to them that they've just gone in, you know, and hit the ground running, really.
I'm very surprised that Colin and Liz didn't do any research. It's a very risky business, but the location is absolutely brilliant. I think they've probably got away with it.
But Liz is keen to do her research when it comes to her rivals' working relationships.
Mary and Graham, you work together too.
We do.
So how do you find it?
I think we're at a stage where Mary will make most of the day-to-day decisions, but if it's something I really want to do or don't want to do, then I can say that, you know. So as a partnership, it does work in business.
Graham tonight was really
really different, completely different.
He's enjoyed himself, I think.
Yeah, I think he's relaxed tonight.
I still think Mary's the dominating force in it, I really do. I think she's a much stronger personality. Nothing wrong with that. And I think obviously Graham's very happy. The way it works, it all seems to work for them.
With Kathy's visit next, Liz wants to learn more about her setup.
How about you, Kathy? How do you find it? Bear in mind we don't know a lot about yours.
Well, that is exactly it. You don't know much about my establishment. And for tonight, that's how it's going to remain.
It's wearing a bit thin, to be honest, with Kathy about it, such intrigue and everything.
I just feel that we're going to be really disappointed in the end.
She's giving away nothing, so I can't wait.
No, I can't.
But as the night draws to a close, it's not just Kathy's visit causing a stir in the group.
Colin and Liz have done so well today that they are definitely in the running in this competition. I think it's hotting up now, and it could be anybody's.
Dinner done and dusted, back at the Kallacliff, the B&Bers are having to think about breakfast.
Poached egg, I'll have the sausage, I'll have the mushrooms, and I'll have the tomatoes. That was extremely easy.
Meanwhile, Mary's more concerned about her sleep being cut short.
It's not a blackout lining, so I think it'll be quite light fairly early on in the room in the morning, which will wake me up.
I think it's now time for bed. Night-night.
It's a new day in Newquay, and at the Kallacliff B&B, while some are loving the seaside,
The only noises there were seagulls and sea splashing, and it was just so relaxing.
it's not as bright and breezy in Mary's room.
Just as predicted, the light woke me at 4 o'clock this morning. And then the seagulls started.
I certainly didn't hear the seagulls, that's for sure.
No, you were out for the count.
Yeah, I slept really well.
Downstairs, Colin's on a last-minute mission to impress his guests.
Moments of inspiration. I thought, let's mark the occasion of the dolphins, which we saw in the bay yesterday. Hopefully it'll go down well and be appreciated. Hope they know what they are.
But as the B&Bers arrive, it's more than just the dolphins they'll need to remember.
Oh, I've forgotten what I put on my breakfast.
As the pre-ordered breakfasts are all at sea in the kitchen.
So we just need to query what Margaret actually does want.
Why don't you put your glasses
Sorry, I
on?
can read it, I can
It'd
read
make
it.
life a lot easier.
So Colin heads out front to sort out the paperwork.
Good morning. Morning. Right, just a couple of queries with the form. Is that
Janet Ross.
Janet? Right.
Oh no, don't want that. That's what I was.
Right. Okay. Oh, right. You didn't want that. Okay, that's fine.
Liz and Colin had asked for pre-orders for breakfast, and we think that that's a really good idea. As long as they ask guests if they still want next morning what they ordered the night before, and they did.
With breakfast back on track, it's time for the morning pleasantries.
Everybody sleep okay?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. So the seagulls weren't tap dancing on the roof. And...
They were a bit at about 4:15 this morning.
Oh, that was me actually.
Quite a raucous noise.
I just wasn't expecting anybody to say that they didn't have a good night's sleep because we had such a great night's sleep.
Well, that's the seaside for you. Yeah. Okay. I'll bring it through soon. Okay.
Thank you.
The seagulls were very, very noisy at that time of morning. Maybe he sleeps like a baby and doesn't hear them, but they were very noisy.
Anybody who lives as a B&B on a neighbourhood shouldn't complain about any noise, to be honest.
At least she's not complaining about the seagulls.
She did, actually.
Oh, she didn't? No. Really? About the seagulls?
With breakfast finally underway, back at the table, Colin's handiwork has caught Mary's eye.
Oh, wow, have you seen the dolphins? That's amazing.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as the toast arrives...
I'm loving your shirt, by the way.
You like
Yeah, very good.
Brilliant, that.
Couldn't help but notice that the grammar was incorrect on the back. I should have been a school teacher, shouldn't I?
Salmon for Gabby?
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
But there are no slip-ups when it comes to breakfast.
No problem. Enjoy.
Thank you.
The scrambled egg is lovely, isn't
really
it?
nice.
Really well done.
Yeah.
Tastes buttery, doesn't it?
It's lovely. Really good.
Breakfast was lovely. Sausages were absolutely gorgeous.
Breakfast was great. And
Yeah,
really
it was
good.
spot on. The quality of the food was really good, and everybody enjoyed it. It was great.
And behind the scenes, Colin and Liz are feeling the love too.
I think you did a fabulous breakfast. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too, darling.
With breakfast over, the B&Bers take to their rooms to see if it's sink or swim for the Kallacliff.
Shall we start the feedback then?
How were your hosts?
Perfect.
They're just lovely people, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think that's got to be a 10.
Well, they were brilliant, weren't
They
they?
were brilliant. We can't help but give a 10.
Yeah.
How were the facilities at Kallacliff? Out-of-date pat testing?
Yeah, I would have said a 5.
I'll not do 4.5.
No.
Right, we'll do 5.
It was just
That's another one.
a problem with the shower, wasn't there?
It was going hot and cold, wasn't it?
How did you sleep at Kallacliff?
I slept very well.
You slept very
I
well.
slept very well.
Noise from seagulls. Put a 7. That reflects your good night and my not so good night. Yep.
No noise. 10?
10, probably.
How was breakfast at Kallacliff? It was excellent.
I think it needs a 10.
Would you stay here again?
Most definitely.
You'd love to come back?
Yes.
Definitely, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
The B&B owners must now pay what they think a night at the Kallacliff was worth.
Speak now or forever hold thy peace.
The payments will remain under wraps until the end of the week.
Oh, I feel ever so nervous.
But for now, Liz and Colin can cast their eyes over the feedback forms.
How were your hosts at the Kallacliff? Perfect hosts on some smiley faces. That's nice. We think it's you, Margaret and Janet. How were the facilities at the Kallacliff? Shower temperature not consistent. We would like to change all the bathrooms.
How was breakfast?
Oh, we got a 10!
Get in there, back of the net. It's my face.
There you are, there's your keys.
Would you stay here again? Yes! So good. Good, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. There we go. Right. How were your hosts at the Kallacliff? And again, we have a 10.
Thank you so much. Don't want you to go. I'll go see you very soon.
How did you sleep at the Kallacliff? And we have a 10. That's good. Slept with the window open and there was no noise. And would you stay here again? Yay!
More than welcome.
So good. Here we go. This is Mary and Graham's. How were your hosts at the Kallacliff? And we've got a 10. How clean? Oh, 6! Rickety balcony.
We're going to rip that
We
thing
need
out.
planning permission to actually change it. How are the facilities? And we've got a 5. General out-of-date PAT testing. Now that PAT testing shouldn't be out of date because we spoke to the electrician the other day and he said we weren't due.
Obviously, it's something
It's
we need
obviously
to
something
address
we've missed.
immediately, which we will.
There you go,
Enjoyed the sunshine, seeing the sun.
How did you sleep at the Kallacliff? Wow, 7. Noise from seagulls. Well, unfortunately, we can't do a lot because they're a protected species, and being an animal lover, I would have thought she would.
And who the hell goes to the seaside and doesn't hear seagulls?
And would you stay here again? Yes. Well, I'm surprised. At the end of the day, we don't bear grudges, do we? We're just for arsenic in the two.
Next time when Kathy and Gabby play host,
Oh, wow, look at this. Different, isn't it?
not everyone's got a head for heights,
Relax, lovely,
It's not
relax.
big enough to...
Relax,
Oh,
relax.
no, I can't grip it.
and there's instant dismissal at feedback.
These comments aren't worth an answer. And I'm not going to rise for it because she's not worth it.